Hello and welcome back. I'm Sam and I cannot be the only one who likes planners. I finished mine. I don't have one right now until I got this. I got the Emma Chamberlain Ideal Planner and I thought I might as well tell you about it if you've been thinking about getting it. So let's get started. First of all, just looking on the outside, it's pretty sturdy. I think that if you're someone like me who's putting things in and out and in and out from my purse or my backpack, and you're worried about things that the cover is a little bit too soft, you don't have to worry about that with this. Whether or not this is a little bit bulky, I think is up to you. For me, it feels a little bit bulky if you want to compare it to my head. But that's your decision to make. It is very thick. This is meant to be for a year long. And even for that, it's pretty thick. But I'm going to show you why that is. Depending on what you're looking for, you might not care because there's some cool things in here. This planner is supposed to be, I believe the wording that was used, like the planner for the disorganized person, right? It's supposed to make it easy. I don't know that I really see anything particularly special to keep you organized because the actual planner, like calendar and weekly spread, is pretty much what's usually used in planners. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So you have this month-long calendar. I absolutely love. I love that the month and the year, as well as the day numbers and the weekly spread, that there are not dates and like day numbers pre-put in. And that makes it so that this calendar is really flexible. They're not going to have to make a new one come next year if this goes well. They can keep this one because there are no years that this is specifically for. It's not going to age out. So I really, really like that. But to be clear, I think this is kind of what you see in most planners. That's not what's special about this particular planner. What's special about this planner is what's in between each month, and those are a lot of activities and like prompt guided journaling spaces, and that is where you get to decide if that's something you really want, because I think it's a lot of fun. You might too. But if you don't think that that's something you want, then maybe don't get this planner. I think you're better off getting something cheaper because the price point for this is pretty high. The price is $29.99, so that's pretty expensive for a planner. You could get something for like $8 at Walmart. But there's some really fun things in between each month. It's like three double-sided pages of activities. Or also things like this, like your, what is it called? Your star sign. So let's say like me, Leo. The world revolves around Leos, doesn't it? Or something like this, a fashion would you rather? Wear a bright yellow wig for a month or a bright purple wig for a month. I think that Tessa Violet on TikTok has shown us that yellow is in fact the way to go. There are also some more like serious journaling prompts, like how was your day? Honestly, and I really love that because it's in between other more fun, nonchalant things, and this is kind of snuck in. And I'm personally a really big fan of the Stoic philosophy, and journaling is a pretty big part of that. From what I know about Emma Chamberlain, which is not too much, is that her audience is going to be younger, which I think this planner is perfect for. This is a really great age range, I think, to really incorporate these more serious things. Other than that, though, the graphic design in between each month, I think, is chef's kiss. Beautiful. I love it. I think a lot of attention was put into this and the artwork. I'm not going to show you everything, but please know that if I just kind of go through these pages, you'll see it's really a work of art. So you do have to keep in mind that you're paying for something that is also more artistic and not, I guess, just a planner. But I think this is a good moment to kind of talk about the things that I wish were in here. Again, this isn't a knock to this calendar. This is just me thinking about what I would really like to see in any planner. So let me give you an example. So I have this self-care planner. Just like this planner, it doesn't have the dates like put in before, so you can kind of pick up whenever. But I do love the like 6 a.m. to evening scheduler. Here it is. The 6 a.m. to evening scheduler. For me, at least, it's come really handy when it comes to keeping yourself organized and making sure you're actually getting things done when you're at home. You know, with quarantine and everything, it can be really easy to lose a lot of hours at home. Like making sure that you're actually setting aside time to do like a study hall when that's something you would do in a more controlled environment like a school, making sure you're setting that aside for yourself. I think that like a daily scheduler would be pretty helpful, but a lot of planners don't include that anyway, so it's not really a knock on this planner. There are different kinds of planners with different goals, right? And I really like self-progress goals type things, and that's a reason why I really like bullet journaling, because I can really customize my planner to what I need. Let's say this is if I'm starting to make my planner for the next week. If there's some kind of habit that I would like to track, just before that week, I can set a page aside. So that's on the other side. I can set a page aside to write down what my goals are, make a little little tick boxes where I can make sure that I am checking those off every day in order to reach a goal of, let's say, exercising at least 4 times a week, right? Having that all in one page to track progress. I'm doing the 75 hard challenge, so there are some rules that I have to follow every day, making sure that I'm meeting all of those rules, that I'm fulfilling all my goals every day. It could be really good to have a space before either every month or before every week to kind of write that down and make kind of like trackers to help you reach your goals. There are some spots where she does that, but it's not before every month or every week. You could certainly use like the notes section to do something like that. It would just be useful for me personally when I'm, when there's certain like studying goals, weight loss goals for me that I'm trying to achieve. I will be going back to school in a bit. I'll be going to medical school. I don't think this would be that, I don't know that it would be that helpful for me in that environment, but right now when I'm working on other projects, I think I can definitely see myself using this. I hope this was informative for you if you were planning on getting it, especially since the price tag is a little bit up there. If you want to ask me if I think it's worth it, I would say that YouTube merch is expensive. If you're not interested in getting that really cool graphic design and those games and activities in between each month, then I would say go something that's more like $8 at Walmart. But if you really want to support Emma, if you really just like that creative aspect, go for it. If you have the money, go for it. All right, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one, and I will see you soon, hopefully. I have a few more topics that I want to talk about that are very near and dear to my heart. I mentioned it a little bit today that I am working actively to try to lose weight, so I have a few thoughts on that I would love to share on some social topics. All right, see you soon. Have a good one. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. Please don't go to parties. Bye.